Great day everybody, my name's Major and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's been a very long time since I uploaded a video in my YouTube channel. I've been very busy with graduate school, but I've been able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently for a few times, and I was just trying to optimize my deck based on the current meta, although I did not grind all the way through Master because I don't want to stress myself out getting beaten by metas, but this is the closest to having the best deck as I can with Scraps and Vernisylphs combined. And I'm going to show you how Scraps can end up with an amazing end board. It's like the most amazing end board I was able to achieve for like my history of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With Scraps and Vernisylphs. So I'm going to show you the first replay. This is not going to be the amazing end board. The amazing end board is going to be the last two duels, but I'm going to start with this one first because, oh no, not that one. This one first because it shows how this new deck could summon Naturia Barkian and work well against trap-based decks. So I think for this one, I'm fighting against Eldritch. We're gonna have to see. Alright, here we go. Let me just fast forward this once it's available. Alright, so it may not look like the ideal hand. We've got no disruptions, but this worked out well. Eventually in the duel, yeah, not really the best hand. So we got a Raptor, and the moment I saw a Lord of Heavenly Prison, it made me realize, okay, this is going to be a trap heavy deck. These are all going to be trap cards, so I need to bring out Naturia Barkin. Here we go, that's Naturia Barkin. So I'm just running a combo here. Good thing there's no disruption from the opponent until that happened. So you're going to see the importance of Vernisylphs here. We get to add a monster to our hand, and we get to special summon Golem from the graveyard. And so we can link to Scrap Wyvern, and although we cannot pop one of those cards because they're protected by the Lord of Heaven and Prison, we still get to summon these two Scrap Searchers, which we dump. In case you didn't see it, you can just replay it back. And as you'll see, what I'll do here is summon Naturia Barkin. And so the opponent starts activating trap cards, and we just negate and destroy them. I don't know what the Lord of Heaven and Prison does, really. Oh, alright. That's interesting. Yeah, it wasn't really much of a threat. I wasn't that concerned until I saw it was Eldritch, because I know that Eldritch has the ability to send a card to the graveyard. Good thing I had Called by the Grave, so I was able to negate Eldritch's effect. And that's it. The opponent surrendered, and we won. So this is just a quick duel showing how you could special summon Naturia Barkin with this deck. Now I'm going for this one. I think this shows one of the end boards you could have if you think you're grinding up the higher tiers and there's going to be a lot of meta decks that's going to be graveyard reliant. So in this version, or in this end board, you'll see how we could bring out Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller basically shuts down the graveyard, right? Yep, the opponent cannot activate any card effects in the graveyard this turn, so that's good. So we got a great starting hand. We got two Vernisylphs, so we can special summon. We can send something to the graveyard, or we can draw one card, depends on what you want to do. So I think for this situation, what I did was I had to send Scrap Searcher to the graveyard. Yep, I have to save Chimera, because Chimera is going to be essential for the second normal summon towards the end of this turn in order to special summon Abyss Dweller. So we're just going through a bunch of combos here. I actually end up sacrificing Scrap Factory more often now after its effect has been activated. That way we have more monsters on the field to use as material for bringing out the boss monsters. So here we go. This is going to be Abyss Dweller, and this is a decent end board. You get monster negates, you get unlimited spell negates, you get no graveyard activations. I don't know what this opponent is, Noble Knights or something. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that deck. But what's great about this end board is we have Scrap Golem, so when we start the next turn, we can always resurrect Scrap Raptor again and start a bunch of combos in order to finish off the opponent. So there's just a single set card. I don't know what that is. It was another Feather Duster, so you know the opponent was really unlucky because it's just full of spell cards and we just end up destroying the opponent at this point. And one more Abyss Dweller for good measure. So that's it. Next duel I think is gonna show the best end board. It's gonna be this one. And I was really glad that I was able to pull this off. I think this is the first time I was able to pull this off. Like I was able to bring up all the boss monsters possible for turn 1. So the 4 boss monsters in addition to the ones previously shown in the duel is there's this synchro monster that's level 9 called Wolf Riot. So this guy gains 300 attack every time a monster effect is activated, and once it reaches 4000 you can activate its quick effect, which returns itself and all the opponent's monsters back into the deck. And so we're just doing a regular combo. I think I activated Vermicilf there. Yep, to send Searcher, and then eventually what you'll see in the middle here is we end up having 3 Scrap Golems. So that's great, and you'll see why. So we got rid of the factory. We're gonna summon Raptor, and we go for Wolf Riot first because every time we activate a monster effect again, it gains 300 attack. The goal is to let it reach 4000 so that we can make use of its quick effect. We go for a Palooza, and then we go for an Abyss Dweller. So yeah, this is a really great end board. We have Scrap Golem to start the next turn, and we shut down the graveyard. We have 3 monster negates, we have unlimited spell negates, and when there's lots of monster on the field for the opponent, you can just activate the Wolf Riot and prevent the opponent. As you can see, you can prevent the opponent from doing something with those cards. So I don't know what he could have summoned had he had those 2 cards on the field, but yeah, the option was greatly limited. And as you can see, since this is a U-Bell deck, most of their effects are activated in the graveyard. A lot of their effects are activated in the graveyard, so the opponent got rid of Abyss Dweller first instead of Naturia Beast or Appaloosa. So good thing we still have an Appaloosa effect to get rid of that and do not interfere with our combo. So I'm just trying to pop this guy over here and summon as many monsters as I can in order to finish the game. So yeah, I think we get 3 Raptors over here. So we're just gonna chomp our opponent for a game, and that's it. That was the best end board. And yeah, we still had Monster Reborn to spare, so I don't know, maybe there's something else, some other monsters, boss monsters, I don't know, that we could have summoned if they were in my extra deck with that extra Monster Reborn. This is an example of a not so ideal end board because I think Scrap Golem's gonna be missing here, and I'm not sure if I struggled the next turn trying to finish off the opponent, but we'll see. Forgot what the opponent is. Oh, I think it's a trap-based deck. Yeah, because this is in Madolche setting. So yeah, this is a great hand. So the Vermicilfs are really a blessing to Earth decks, to be honest. Oh yeah, I took the Maxi challenge for this one. Yeah, and I got really lucky I didn't get Nibiru, so that's great. Yeah, the Vermicilfs, again, going back, are a blessing to Earth decks. Allows you to have more consistency in your deck. So it's really great for scraps. And you're not afraid of having a golem or a searcher in your hand because you can just dump them into the graveyard and special summon them if you want. So just going over this regular, it's not a regular combo, it's an irregular, it's like, yeah, one of the regular combos, but what's not good here is we don't end up with 3 scrap golems with unactivated effects, so we only have 2. And yeah, I was worried about having a Nibiru appearing, so I just went for Appaloosa first before Wolf Riot. So we weren't able to maximize what we were supposed to do for this, so we still have an Abyss Dweller. Just because I don't know what this opponent is capable of, but yeah, we still have Disruption in the form of Super Polymerization. So yeah, I was sort of afraid at this point that the opponent would, what do you call this, deck me out, because if these are all spell cards and I keep on activating the Trigger Beast, then I'm done for. But yeah, I was watching how much cards I have left to dump to the graveyard, because I just took the Maxi Challenge, so you gotta watch out for that. So it turns out this guy had a Blue Eyes deck, I think. Yeah, this guy had a Blue Eyes deck. When did I realize this was a Blue Eyes deck? That one, yeah. It was at that point to realize, okay, it's a Blue Eyes deck. Just gotta prevent them from fusion summoning, ritual summoning the Chaos Monster and stuff. So, yeah, I'm just gonna try to figure out how to beat this deck over here. We got lucky, we got 2 Vernisylphs there, and we get to special summon Scrap Golem to sort of restart our combos. But the bad thing at this point was, I think, yeah, all the scrap factories have been dumped into the graveyard, yeah. All been dumped to the graveyard, so I think the plan here was to pop this to get rid of these 2 monsters. And I don't know what that set card was, but I was assuming it was a spell card of sorts. And I just went to attack for game, and yeah, it was a Magic Cylinder. Good thing it wasn't. We didn't use Wolf Riot for that one. And so that's it. This is the new scrap deck. I'm going to show you the deck profile in a while. So the most recent iteration of the deck has a very slight difference to the deck profile of the first replay I showed you. I just made a few changes because I think 2 scrap searchers is gonna be too much. There's still a way to bring out Barkion with Scrap Worm and any level 4. It could be a Chimera, or it could be any of the Vernisylphs. You just have to, oh, here are 3 stars. So this Vernisylph or like this Scrap Shark. So just depends on what you have. You gotta figure it out. So if you want that deck profile, the first one I showed from the first replay, you can replace Effect Veiler with a Searcher, and which one is it? Yeah, you can also replace Super Poly with a Scrap Orthos, or if you don't want Nibiru, then you can replace Nibiru with Scrap Orthos, and you can play the first iteration of the deck I showed you. But this one is the deck which allowed me to have the perfect end board. So yes, go over it. There's gonna be 1 Veiler, 1 Searcher, 1 Worm, 1 Maxi, 1 Ash, 3 Thawing Mountains, Vernisylph Thawing Mountains, 2 Vernisylph Misting Seedlings, 3 Vernisylph of the Awakening Forest, 2 Scrap Chimeras, 1 Scrap Shark, 3 Raptors, 3 Golems, 1 Gameciel Kaiju, 1 Nibiru, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 Fossil Digs, 3 Scrap Yards, 3 Factories, 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Super Polymerization, 3 Scrap Storms, 2 Called by the Graves, and 1 Crossout Designator. So the reason why I have 1 of each of the common hand traps is because I can use Crossout Designator with them. Crossout Designator has protected my combos so many times, so I just realized I need to put one copies of these each. One Ibiru, Veiler, Ash, Maxi. Yeah, those are typically the cards that would ruin a Scrap Dex combo, so it's good that it's there. And for Super Poly, I was able to add Mud Dragon of the Swamp and Starving Venom Fusion Predator Dragon. Oh wait, I had to change this with a Garuda. Yeah, Garuda is gonna be more useful, I think. Yeah, let me just swap that. Oh wait, was it? Oh, Garura. It was Garura. Yeah, gotta swap this out. Need Starving Fusion Venom Dragon. Let me just save that. Yeah, because this requires two monsters, same type, same attribute, different names, while the other one requires two monsters, same attribute, but different types. Yeah. Same type, attribute, different names. Yes, yeah. And of course, we have the Trio Beast, Barkian, one Scrap Dragon, two Scrap Twin Dragons, one Wolf Riot, Abyss Dweller, Silent Honor Arc. I still have it there just because some cards are, you want them to stay on the field, not go to the graveyard or back to the deck or somewhere else, because otherwise a certain effect is gonna activate. So this guy keeps them in the field. We have two Scrap Wyverns, one Barlow Dragon, an Appaloosa, and of course, just in case you have to face some of those monsters that is just unaffected by anything except by being attacked, and you have five-headed Link Dragon. So yeah, this card's also unaffected by other cards' effects. So this is like, for those situations when you just really struggle with something, you just need a huge beat stick to finish off the opponent. Yeah, five-headed dragon is good for that one. So that's it for this replay. I hope you liked it, and comment down below if you have any suggestions. Have a good one.